You ever just kick back and think about how dope it's going to be when you get the chance to introduce your future child to all the amazing games that you grew up with? Son, back in my day, we didn't have all this virtual reality nonsense. We had classics like Mario, Sonic, and the good old days.
Greetings, class. Welcome to another episode of Honest Gaming History. Today's lecture will be on Ares! Originally, there were the primordials.
These were the first beings that created the earth. From them came the gods, the titans, and most importantly, the furies.
The furies were entities that were tied to no one. They didn't answer to anyone, and they didn't report to anyone. Their job was to punish those who they deemed guilty.
Now, back to the titans and the gods. These guys were fighting with each other because they each wanted full control of the earth. With the help of the furies, the gods being led by Zeus won the battle, and they looked over earth from their posh penthouse in Olympus.
During this time of triumph, Ares, the god of war, befriended the Furies because he planned on using them as a weapon to overthrow Zeus and become the new king of the gods, thus proving that even if you are a god, you can still be trifling as shit.
So fast forward a shit ton of years later, and Zeus ends up doing the nasty with some chick named Callisto.
Fast forward 9 months, and Kratos is born as a Spartan, but he doesn't know that he is the son of Zeus.
And he gets a little brother named Deimos.
So Zeus learns of a prophecy that states that a son of his will overthrow him and cause the demise of all the gods. Zeus is like, welp, can't have that, and sends Ares to go and kidnap his own son.
That's A1 parenting right there.
Ares believes that Deimos is the son of prophecy, so he goes after him. Kratos tries to protect his brother, but Ares bitch slaps him like the child he is.
Pissed and convinced that his brother is dead, Kratos tattoos Deimos' birthmark across his whole body. Fast forward a few more years, and Kratos is now one of the best Spartan soldiers. And he's a grown-ass man with a wife and a child.
But his daughter caught the plague.
Oh.
So the Spartan government finds this out and is like, welp, can't have that, and sentences her to be thrown into a pit to die.
What the f***? She's a child!
Kratos does not stand for this, and goes on an adventure to find Ambrosia, the only thing that can save his daughter.
Unbeknownst to Kratos, the gods were up in Olympus placing bets on who would get the Ambrosia first. Ares put his money on our angry Spartan, which is weird because he is solely responsible for f***ing up Kratos' childhood, but you know.
Kratos finds the Ambrosia, but is forced to battle the barbarian king Auric, since Auric's father is also dying.
Kratos is like, screw yo daddy, then defeats Auric at the cost of his own army. Kratos then returns to Sparta and heals his daughter.
To reward him for his perilous but successful journey, the king of Sparta promotes him to captain.
So, you would think Kratos' life just goes up from here, right? He has a healthy family, he's now captain, which means he gets a better salary. Ares is up in Olympus like, damn, this dude is real. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, you remember Auric, right? Auric wasn't super hyped that Kratos basically sealed his father's fate. So Auric attacked Kratos and his army. The only difference here is that this time, Auric won.
Kratos was inches away from death's door, but he calls on Ares, the god of brother kidnappings, and asks him for his strength.
Ares grants Kratos' wish and kills the barbarians and gives Kratos the Blades of Chaos as a way to show him that he now serves Ares.
Welcome to slavery, bitch nigga.
As a servant of Ares, Kratos did what he was told. Kill people, burn villages, accidentally murder his family in a blind rage, the good stuff.
Whoa, what? He did what in a blind rage?
Oh, you didn't know? Ares tricked Kratos into killing his own wife and daughter.
Jesus Christ, Ares! What the shit?
So Kratos is obviously pissed about this and proceeds to curse Ares' name while also renouncing his allegiance to him. Not good. Then, the oracle that warned about this whole thing happening curses him by attaching the ashes of his dead family to his skin, thus giving birth to the ghost of Sparta. However, Kratos did not realize the mistake that he made by renouncing his oath to Ares. You guys remember the Furies, right?
It was the Furies' job to punish anyone who broke an oath, and they were also super tight with Ares, so you know what that means.
The Furies were going after Kratos.
On his run away from the Furies, Kratos meets Orkos, the son of Ares and one of the Furies.
Orkos explains that Ares wants to use Kratos as a weapon to overthrow Zeus and become the new king of Olympus.
However, before Kratos can really do anything with this newfound knowledge, he is captured by the Furies and they torture him with illusions of his past.
But the Furies didn't back up the fact that Kratos is the greatest badass in gaming history. He defeated these all-powerful Furies and freed himself from Ares' grasp. Sadly, he had to kill Orkos too since he was the Oathkeeper. That sucked.
Since Kratos and Ares were now on bad terms, Kratos decided to spend time serving the other gods. You know, show Ares what he was missing.
Kratos planned to use the other gods as leverage against Ares. He planned to use his leverage to one day kill Ares, and hopefully get rid of all the nightmares he's having of murdering his family in cold blood.
Athena, the goddess of wisdom, has a soft spot for Kratos and decides to help him. Athena tasks Kratos to go and find Pandora's box, since that will definitely help him in defeating Ares. Kratos then goes on an adventure in which he kills a bunch of important mythological figures, and grabs Pandora's box.
Ares senses Kratos' major accomplishment and is like, welp, can't have that. Then hurls a pillar from Zeus knows where and impales Kratos with it.
Ares is obviously not dealing with Kratos' bullshit anymore.
Now on normal circumstances, this would be the end of our hero story.
But this is f***ing Kratos we're talking about here. Kratos just barely escapes the clutches of Hades, climbs back up from the underworld, and retrieves the same Pandora's box that Ares took from him. My man died, spit at the idea of death, and just decided to come back to life. This guy's a f***ing mortal. How?
With the power of Pandora's box, Kratos grows to a godly size and gains a shit ton of strength.
He meets up with Ares and shoves a giant sword right in the bastard's face.
After Kratos' victory, he finds out that the gods will not free him from his nightmares, and he will always have to deal with them. Dick move, guys.
Kratos is like, well, can't have that, then tries to commit suicide.
But then Athena stops him and is like, or you can become the new god of war and like not kill yourself. That's cool too.
So Kratos becomes the new god of war, but he's still pissed. During his reign as the new god of war, he finds his mother, who he thought was dead. She tells him that his father kidnapped her as well, and he put her other son Deimos in the domain of death to be tortured.
Kratos asks his mother who his father is, but she is turned into a monster before she can tell him.
Kratos is forced to kill his own mother and grows even more pissed. Then, he seeks and eventually finds his brother Deimos.
Deimos attacks Kratos at first because he blames him for not rescuing him from Ares.
Bro, the dude was a kid. Ares was a god. Cut Kratos some slack.
Thanatos, the god of death, interrupts and captures Deimos.
Kratos saves Deimos again, and they finally make up.
Hug me, brother!
Until Thanatos kills Deimos.
Failure.
Kratos is angered at the fact that he has lost another person because of the gods, then kills Thanatos.
So if it isn't obvious enough, Kratos no longer f***s with the gods, so he puts all of his efforts in assisting his Spartan soldiers in taking over Greece. The gods become weary of Kratos' thirst for power and blood. To try and end his killing spree, in one battle, Zeus tricks Kratos into storing all of his godly powers and immortality into the Blade of Olympus, the weapon used to defeat all the Titans.
Zeus then gets to jump on Kratos and stabs him with the blade, causing Kratos to die.
This time, however, Kratos does not use main character bullshit to escape death. Instead, Gaia saves his ass. Then she tells him to find the Sisters of Fate so he can change his fate and exact revenge on his asshole of a father.
After a full game's worth of murdering important figures in Greek history, Kratos finally finds the Sisters of Fate.
They make the mistake of trying to tell Kratos what he can and can't do. Obviously, they haven't heard enough about this god-killing psychopath. Kratos responds with his usual, hey, you, then takes them both out the picture.
Kratos then takes control of the Loom of Fate, which gives him the power to travel through time.
Kratos uses his new toy to travel back in time to the point where Zeus was about to kill him with the Blade of Olympus. He engages Zeus in epic combat and manages to gain the upper hand as a f***ing mortal.
Athena jumps in and begs Kratos to spare Zeus. Zeus, as the donkey he is, uses this as a chance to escape, but they both forgot that one does not simply tell Kratos what to do.
Kratos chases after Zeus to deliver the final blow, but Athena sacrifices herself by taking the blow that was meant for Zeus. Now, Athena was the only being in Olympus that did not treat Kratos like complete dog shit, so obviously he's a little mad and confused. Athena is like, bro, like, I know you want to kill the gods, but do you not understand that the gods control the earth? If you kill Zeus and the rest of Olympus, the world is gonna like tear itself apart. Do you really want that? Oh, and Zeus is kinda your daddy, in case you didn't know.
Kratos looks Athena in the face and is like, Athena, I see your point, and I'ma let you finish, but fuck Olympus.
Then Kratos proceeds to do the most badass and selfish act in gaming history. My man, the mortal god killer, uses the Loom of Fate to go back in time and recruit the fucking Titans to wage war against the gods. What is this game?
So now Zeus is terrified because he now knows that Kratos is the child of prophecy that was meant to overthrow him and bring about the demise of all the gods. This is what you get for going raw on mortals, dumbass.
Then Mount Olympus starts to shake. Kratos is climbing up the heavens with an army of Titans to claim his father's head.
Poseidon manages to take out most of the Titans, but forgot that Kratos is the realest mortal alive. Kratos proceeds to beat the living god shit out of Poseidon and murders him.
Gaia and Kratos finally reach Zeus, but Zeus gains the upper hand this time. After one strong attack, Gaia and Kratos are left hanging on for dear life on Mount Olympus. Gaia ends up betraying Kratos by letting him fall to his death, saying that he was a pawn in her plan.
Completely sick of being betrayed by everyone in Greek mythology, Kratos falls down to the underworld and ends up meeting up with Athena, who has reached a higher level of existence. She changes her mind about the whole Zeus thing and decides to help Kratos on his quest for revenge.
Kratos then runs into Hades, as that is the main thing stopping him from leaving the underworld this time. Obviously, Kratos kills Hades because, well, he's Kratos, and he escapes the underworld for a third time.
Kratos then proceeds to go on his final mythological killing spree, where he kills gods, demigods, and even titans. The biggest difference here is that since he is killing gods that actually matter to Earth, the world is falling deeper and deeper into chaos from each god kill.
After a game's worth of brutal murders, Kratos finally confronts Zeus. Kratos, the mortal, and Zeus, the king of Olympians, engage in their final bout. However, you have to remember that Kratos is filled with inner hatred and sadness because he is responsible for the death of his family. He's been carrying this around for all the games so far.
Bitch ass nigga Zeus uses this as an advantage and gains the upper hand on Kratos.
Almost defeated, Kratos manages to dig deep and forgive himself for the murder of his family. The vices of fear and anger leave him, and he is infused with the immense power of hope. Sounds awfully pussy for a man's man like Kratos.
Kratos uses this newfound power to overcome Zeus and brutally kill him with his bare hands.
With the king of the Olympians, all types of dead, the world completely plunges into chaos. Finally realizing that he is the reason why the world is f***ed, he ends up committing suicide, which releases the power of hope to the world and proves that the only being that can truly kill Kratos is Kratos.
However, we now know that even he can't get this job done because a new god of war is coming out that has to do with Norse mythology.
And he has a son.
But how does the world still exist if it was plunged into chaos? And why is Kratos in Norway?
Will he continue his god-killing spree with the Norse gods as his next victims? The only way to find out is by waiting for the new God of War to come out. And by buying it and playing it, obviously.
What's going on, Dochi family? Before I end this video, I just want to let you guys know that I got a little surprise for you. In case you guys do not follow me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, which you probably should because then you would know about this event already, I got a bunch of these little pins. I call them the Black Mastadonte pins. Just gonna put them right there so you guys can see it. Or if my camera doesn't me up. Nope, my camera's f***ing me up, so I won't show you guys. Anyway, so I have a bunch of these dope ass pins, and I thought I could just give them away to you guys. But obviously I can't just throw them out there because there are like 25,000 of you guys, so I can't just buy 25,000 pins and then give all the pins to you guys. It's a huge waste of money. So I'm giving out 10 of these pins to 10 random subscribers. What you have to do is share one of my videos on any social media platform, DM me the proof, and then you qualify. It's hella simple, and you get the chance to be one of the first people to get some type of Black Mastadonte merchandise. This is like the first Black Mastadonte merchandise I've ever invested money into, and you know, maybe if enough people like it, I'll start making more, and then, you know, I can start selling them for like $3 a pop or something. To my patrons, do not worry about this shit. Whether you pay $1, $5, $10, even $30, you are automatically getting one of these for free. I'm gonna contact each one of you individually asking for your address, and I'll send you this shit. So don't worry about qualifying for that. This is only for the subscribers that are not patrons already. Yeah, but that's all I have to say. So let's get to the closing notes of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I am gonna try and push for an honest video game history every week. To do that, I would have to solely focus on honest video game history, but I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna see how it goes. If I can do it, I'm pretty sure you guys will be pretty happy because you guys so far love this series. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it with all your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But share it mostly though, because sharing is like hella important. Like, remember to share the shit. Let me know which other characters you think I should do in another Honest Gaming History video. Thank you to all my little patrons who made this video possible. If you are not already a patron, go to my Patreon page, which I left in the description below, and find out how you can support the channel and get some dope ass rewards at the same time. And next week, I will be covering Ryu from Street Fighter. So yeah, that'll be fun. If you can't wait till next week for more videos, you can watch another one of my videos which I left right there, right below me. I really hope it's there. If it's not, I'm gonna look really stupid right now. As always, be easy, stay lit, and take care.